Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again, it's review time, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron, Red Alert, and Sideswipe. Yeah, I'm just doing both of them at once, get it over with. We looked at G2 Sideswipe last week as part of the Amazon exclusive set, so may as well take a look at the normal retail releases of the mold. So yeah, it's pretty simple. You got these two guys as these not Lamborghinis, although yeah, they look like futuristic Lamborghinis. Let's face it, and I'll just take the weapons off. Or yeah, you got Sideswipe's missile launcher and missile. They do come apart. Might not have covered that in G2 Sideswipe's video. And then you got Red Alert's gun with holes on the side, so you can put other things in there. And if you wanted to, you can completely remove the rescue bar. You can even put it on Sideswipe if you want. Fits just perfect. So yeah, you got that option. But yeah, they're totally futuristic Lamborghinis. I mean, there's already a repro label set for both of these guys to make them look more like G1 Earth cars, which is cool. But yeah, I like them. And yeah, let's just get some comparisons out of the way. And yes, they do have Cybertronian writing, but we'll bring in Classics Red Alert, or well, Universe 2.0 Red Alert, and 10K Sideswipe. And just zoom out a little bit to get everybody in view. Get some other guys out of the way. But yeah, I mean, there's a significant difference between the two. Obviously, these were meant to be Earth cars that vaguely looked like Lamborghinis, but didn't. While these guys look, well, vaguely like Lamborghinis, but don't look like Lamborghinis. Yeah. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The only difference is that they're Cybertronian vehicles now. Still, it's pretty nice. You know, these also had the little engine modification things for Sunstreaker, because the Sunstreaker was also in this mold. Of course, well, I'm talking about the Universe 2.0. The Siege, not so much, because I think Sideswipe's going. I think Sunstreaker is going to be a different mold altogether if they do him. Can't talk today. But anyway, yeah, we got these out of the way. Guess we should look at the G1s as well. And of course, I would forget to bring them out before recording, so I had to cut a little bit. But anyway, yeah, here's G1 Red Alert with the Siege Red Alert, and G1 Sideswipe with Siege Sideswipe. And oh boy, the differences are there. You can tell there's a difference between an Earth car and a Cybertronian vehicle. Oh my, what a shock. In all seriousness, you can tell that these were heavily based on the Lamborghini Countach. It's obvious they're just missing the spoiler and a little bit of detail on the roof of the car, which is all translucent plastic right now. But they are still pretty nice. I do like these cars. But in any case, it's time to get them into robot mode, and since we've already done the robot modes for, well, done the transformations for these guys on G2 Sideswipe, we'll just skip it for now, but I do have something special for you. So boys, get to it. And now that we got these guys in robot mode, they are looking quite nice. I am very pleased. This is very G1 looking. They do look like they jumped right out of the cartoons. Maybe a little bit of embellishing here and there, but, you know, what can you do? They're never going to get a perfect one-to-one on the cartoons. This is close enough. This is really good. And I am pleased with them. So, let's just get a close-up of these two guys. And yeah, they are very nice looking. Zoom out just a little bit. As you can see, nice Autobot symbols. Red Alert does have the Cybertronian writing on his chest. That's just part of the siege line. But you do have very nice looking parts, and, you know, a lot of good paint. Sideswipe has a ton of paint on him. Red Alert, not as much, but it's in the right spots, and I am very appreciative of it. You may also notice that they have two different head sculpts, which is great. Red Alert has more of a helmety head, and while Sideswipe has the little horns on his head. And yeah, if you want a red version of Sideswipe's head, just use the G2 Sideswipe, because that is using the Sideswipe mold. So, but in any case, articulation-wise, they're pretty good. You got universal shoulders, bicep swivel, 90 at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. You do have a ball-jointed head, which is really good. Waist swivel, universal hips, thigh swivel, 90 at the knee, and then you got a nice amount of ankle pivot, much like with G2 Sideswipe. Meaning you can get some nice posing, I think. Yeah. So yeah, you got a nice amount of articulation there. Red is the same. He does have a different weapon, like I said, and it really does feel like they were meant to have the same, all the weapons. Like, Sideswipe should have had a gun like Red Alert's, and Red Alert should have had the missile launcher like Sideswipe does, but they didn't do that. They just divvied it up between them. I guess there's a limited parts count. The only reason I can think of why. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Now for comparisons, let's bring back our classics, or our Universe 2.0 Red Alert, or Generations Red Alert, I should be more precise here. There's so many generations different kind of classics, it's hard to keep up with. But mine do have the Beelzebos upgrade kits. So yeah, these guys, Sideswipe 2. Yeah, so they have the Beelzebos upgrade kits. So Red has the alternate head that came with that set, and they both have the weapons. Pretty cool stuff. I kind of wish these weapons actually fit on these new ones, but yeah, they don't. Oh well, it is what it is. Still, these guys are shorter, but they are more, like I said, cartoon accurate, so it's a toss-up. And with Sunstreaker using the same mold as these two, I kind of want to keep the older versions on my shelf. But if they make a new Sunstreaker that's very G1 accurate, I might make a switch on that. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the future. But you know, let's bring in G2 Sideswipe just to do the comparison. And yeah, the three do look pretty good together. Again, like I said in G2 Sideswipe's review, I do like the silver gun for this Sideswipe better. And this one would be better with this Sideswipe, so I'll probably do a switch on that later on. But now you could see the switch on the Sideswipe review. But last but not least, let's bring in our G1 Red Alert and our G1 Sideswipe. And yes, they are very similar to each other, but different. I mean, the doors are not hanging off the arms on these new ones, which is unique to them. You know, but it's still pretty nice. And anyway, I do really like these figures. I highly recommend them. Might have a little bit of trouble finding them now, but you could probably find them on like Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, Amazon, or Hasbro Pulse, your favorite online retailer. Finding them in the store might be a little tricky now, but I do recommend tracking them down. So hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Let me know how I'm doing. Leave a comment. Subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. All this helps out the channel quite a bit. And I will see you guys next time. So until then, take care.